What's happening, everybody? 3G Geek here, and to be honest, I am a little exhausted. And what am I exhausted of, you may be asking? Well, thanks for asking, non-existent voice, but I am exhausted of open world RPG games. Not that they're bad or anything like that, but there's just a lot of them, and I personally run into trouble when I play a lot in a row. And with that being said, that is the topic of today's video, RPG slash open world fatigue. So, what the hell am I talking about, you may be wondering. Again, thank you for wondering, non-existent voice. But what I am really talking about is this concept of playing way too many open world games that are RPGs in a row, and just kind of feeling meh about it. You may get this feeling after you have just finished a huge open world RPG, like the one behind me. I am playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey still. Oh my god, it is a huge world, and it is taking a lot to get through all of the stuff that I want. Partially it's because I'm a completionist, but besides the point, that is what I wanted to talk about today. Is not that it's a bad thing that a game is open world, or a bad thing that a game is an RPG, but just the fact that there seems to be a lot of them out in the market recently, and I'm getting a little tired of seeing them. To be honest, like, a very linear, story-driven game could also be fun. Not that games like Assassin's Creed aren't story-driven, but just the fact that it's just an open world, it kind of makes me tired of the open world. A prime example that I personally won't play because I'm a sissy is, oh shoot, what is the name of it? Resident Evil 2, the remastered or redone, whatever they want to call it, that came out recently. That is a very linear story, but it is an amazing game, and people have been talking about it for a while. I've also seen it abuzz on many of the gaming news stuff. So regardless, I think it is just something to think about. If at the end of any open world RPG you just find yourself exhausted, honestly I would recommend going out and finding a very linear game or anything along those lines. But they could be hard to find, so what I might actually suggest is going back to some of the previous generation of consoles and playing those games for a little bit before you jump into the next RPG, if you're anything like me. Maybe you're a die-hard open world RPG fan and you can just play the endless amounts of RPG open world games that are out there, and kudos to you, that is perfectly fine, but the only thing is this video does not apply to you. But regardless, that doesn't really matter, because gaming is gaming, and it's all sorts of fun regardless. Just a certain type of game gets a little old after a while. I kind of touched on this on a video, shoot, that was a while ago now, but I talked about the linear shooters and how I miss them, like the first 3 Halo games. They're very linear, just go down this corridor, shoot everyone, and then you win the game. A game like that every once in a while is very refreshing, and if you go back and try it, you might be surprised. It could be very refreshing. But that's all I wanted to talk about today. Just kind of something that I've been noticing a lot of, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So if you yourself have been feeling this idea of what I have called open world slash RPG fatigue, a lot of air quotes, please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I will hit you up down there and we can chat about stuff, talk about any of your favorite open world games. My current favorite open world one is Assassin's Creed, as you can see back there, but that's beside the point. If you like this video, also if this fatigue that I'm talking about is something that applies to you, also hit that thumbs up button. There we go. Also hit that thumbs up button so I can see how many of you out there actually experience something like this versus those of you that don't. If you don't experience it, don't hit the dislike button. I'm just trying to get a gauge for it. But if you actually did dislike the video, you can hit the thumbs down button. I'll be slightly disappointed, but besides the point. And if you like seeing my face, and if you like the type of videos that I'm doing, please hit that subscribe button and remember to ring that little bell so you know when I post new videos and when I stream. So, with all of that being said, this is 3G Geek signing off, and I am just gonna go and play more Assassin's Creed, so. Thought I broke it. Alas, no.